All right, what's up, you guys? It is Friday, and we are about to do some tech sales facts, like we've been doing all week. So, yeah, I got some questions here, like I have been, for those of you who are interested in learning more about the tech industry. For those of y'all looking to start a career, if y'all are trying to, people are already rolling in, y'all are quick. But yeah, so I'm gonna just kind of get started. Let me see. So yeah, you guys already know how we've been doing it all week. I broke into tech sales last November, started a career in the tech industry, making $75,000 a year. You don't need no degree, no previous experience. And the link is in my bio if you are interested in learning how to break into the tech industry. It is called Course Careers. That is the name of the boot camp or the mini college that you can join if you are looking to work from home. If you want to work from home, if you want to get an entry-level position where you can make $60,000 a year average, and yeah, no degree, no previous experience. If you want more information on that, the link is in my bio. Go to Course Careers, and they have like a free introduction course for all of those different all the different career paths that you could choose from. So definitely check those out. And what we are going to do, like we've been doing all week, you guys can put your questions here. I'm also going to go through questions that I have right here in front of me on my handy dandy laptop. And we're going to just kind of, answer your guys' questions and yeah, just work through this together. So let's just get started. Feel free to leave comments. Oh, and I also have this roses thing that I'm going to be trying out. This is my first time doing it, but you can literally send me a rose. And if you do send me a rose, if I get 50 roses by the end of this live, I will sing a song for you guys. And I am not a singer, but I'm going to do it. So I hope that encourages you to get a rose. Kind of hoping that I don't hit 50 because I don't really want to sing. But anyways, we are going to get into some tech facts. So let's look at some questions. Okay, somebody said, what are the pros and cons of working in tech? Okay, I actually made a video on this. The pros of working in tech, obviously, you don't have to have a degree. Well, for one, the money. Let me start off with that, the money. Like, if you want a career where you are making really good money, an average of $60,000 a year, my first offer, I got my offer letter was for $75,000 a year. And you don't have to have no degree, no previous experience. You could work from home. You got unlimited PTO, paid time off, not personal time off where you're not getting any you ain't getting paid. But yeah, so that's definitely a pro. The cons though, I would say the cons are I would say the pressure of having to hit quota every month. That could be like a little, you could become a little paranoid thinking like, dang, like, am I going to be able to keep this up and hit quota on a monthly basis? Like, are they going to fire me, because I'm not like hitting quota every month? Like, having to keep that same energy, like that could be pretty difficult. You know what I mean? And so I think that is a con, but I definitely think the pros outweigh the cons. So, all right. Somebody said, I rewatched your live from yesterday. Do you think companies pay less for in-state employees versus out? I don't think so. I think it's really a matter of like the cost of living in that state. So I think you probably will get paid higher if you are somewhere like where I live at in Southern California compared to somebody that lives in Texas or, so I think like in the same way where minimum wage is different from place to place, I think that is a factor, but I don't think that, I don't know. Like I plan to like leverage that at some point. Like even though I will never move from Southern California, but I think, I could do something like buy property, like out here in Texas, buy some property or something, rent it out, maybe an Airbnb or something like that, and I could be home in California while, you know what I mean? Because it's like, oh, it's more affordable out here. Like I could, make moves like that. But yeah, I don't think it's like hold on, wait. I live in MD. But yeah. So sorry, I'm getting sidetracked. I hope that answers your question though. Okay, I live in MD. I really want to move elsewhere and start over. Is Cali overpopulated in your opinion? Overpopulated? I don't think overpopulated. Well, yes, overpopulated. I just think it's expensive. I think it's really expensive living out in California. So I would definitely say to do your research ahead of time when it comes to like the cost of living, because it is pretty expensive as far as rent and gas and all of that. Do you have study? Why am I saying study? Oh, hold on. Do you have any study tips for the course careers exam? Yes, for sure. So some study tips for that. And I kind of explained this the other day, but basically on the course, they're going to ask you repeated questions that they already asked you in those little 10-second quizzes, or 10-second quizzes, 10 question quizzes. And they're going to ask you to write out like an email to see if you're familiar with like the format. And I think as long as you know like the terminology as far as like, oh, what's the difference between like a sales cadence or like a sales cycle, or really understand, like I would say to really understand like the actual job, like know the trajectory of like what your day will look like. You know what I mean? Like you don't want to just be trying to memorize like terms for the sake of memorizing terms. Like really understand what you're doing as a sales development representative and like what you're going to be using. Like when you're doing research, what are you using to do research? Understand what that even means. Doing research, I need to research companies, do outreach after that, and then discover if they're a good fit. Like understand the sales process. That way you could be like, okay, when I'm doing research, I need to use sales data software. When I'm doing outreach, I'm using sales engagement software. You know, like understand the job rather than just trying to memorize the terms individually, if that makes sense. All right, let's see. Let me scroll down. Oops, did I just swipe? Okay. Yep, no problem. You are welcome. All right, let's see. What else? What else do we have? Are you guaranteed to land a 6-figure job? No. You're not guaranteed, especially a 6-figure, like entry level position. The average starting salary when you are starting a career in tech sales, the average starting salary is around like 60,000. So yeah, I don't think any SDR is starting off making 6 figures. But the fact that you can move up really quickly, yeah, like you can be making 6 figures within the next year and a half to 2 years. Like you can get there quick because you can become an account executive or, yeah, so you move up fairly quickly. But no, I wouldn't say it's a guarantee. Just like when you go to college, like it's not a guarantee after you finish, get a 4-year degree. And we see that the statistics on that is crazy. It's like a lot of people go to college, they get their degree, and then they don't, it's not guaranteed that they're going to land a position. Some people have poor skills when they're like doing, you know, their job hunting, or some people are more lazier than others. Some people's strategy just sucks. You know what I mean? So it's like, you gotta, it's not a guarantee. It's really about like your work ethic and your strategy, you know? Yeah. And then even how you navigate your job once you land a position, it's like how you move within your company. Some people will reach 6 figures faster than others because they actually are networking, and, you know, maybe it's their personality. They're really connecting. They're learning and shadowing other people. They're, you know, taking their manager's feedback, and they're really like making adjustments and changes, and they're doing different workshops and educating themselves and staying up to date on stuff. Like, and then some people are just working their job and that's it. You know what I mean? So somebody said, my friend lives in Ontario, California. Have you heard anything about the area? Oh yeah. Ontario is basically where I live. Like that's right there. That's right there. That's home. Somebody said, would you accept a tech sales job that's $20 an hour plus $1,500 a month if you meet quota? No. No, not at all. Um, yeah, no. I would rather have a job where my base pay, like the check that's guaranteed coming in, is what I need. Like I don't want to put more eggs in the basket of hitting quota and commission. Like I've never been in the game for that. Like I want salary, like I want my guaranteed money coming in, you know? All right, somebody said I have an interview Monday, okay. And I'm trying to decide if I want to go through with it. If you want to go through with your interview, are you like nervous or like what's making you hesitant? Somebody said I work in tech, but I haven't been to the office yet. Do you think visible tattoos will be a thing? Honestly, I would just ask your manager. Yeah, I would ask your manager, like, cause I'm tatted. I got tattoos, and when I was on, I mean, I've only worked remote though. I didn't like go in office, but I never tried to like hide them, I guess. But I think you should just ask your manager like ahead of time and just, you know, shoot them a message on Slack or email, however you talk to your manager, and just be like, hey, so, you know, when I come in on XYZ day, like, do I need to cover up my tattoos or, you know, especially if you care to want to make a good impression or something like that. But I mean, it's no harm in just showing up and letting them tell you like, hey, so, you know, and then you making the adjustment. But yeah, depending on, I think any approach works. Did you write cover letters for every job application? Honestly, I didn't write any cover letters. I don't advise that, but I didn't. So I think I told you guys last October when I started applying to jobs, I applied to quite a few, but I only got 2 positive responses, did 2 interviews, and then the third I didn't get those jobs, and then the third company I interviewed with is the job that I got. So, but I didn't no cover letter for none of them. Like it was just I made sure my LinkedIn profile was nice, my resume was on point, and I just planned to kill it in the interview. But if you do, I would suggest you do a cover letter. You know, like I just didn't. I'm just keeping it real with y'all. All right, let's see. Somebody said, what certs do you have? So, Course Careers, that's it, which is the link in my bio. Course Careers is like a tech boot camp, like an online course, mini college. Yeah, and they offer different courses from tech sales, IT, UI, UX design, customer success. I think they just dropped a sales engineer course. And you could finish the course, any course you take, you could probably finish it within like a month or so. And yeah, you get the certificate of completion. You put that on your resume, post the certificate on your LinkedIn. And then when companies see this, they're like, oh, this person invested in themselves. This person is, you know, they took a course and learned about the role. So even if you don't have no previous experience or anything like that, or a degree, like they see that you took this course that basically qualifies you. You know what I mean? So, all right. Let's see. Somebody said she's got the 5H certificates. What is 5H certificates? Somebody said, wow. Wow to what? All right, let me see. Keep going. Do you have a degree? Yes, I do have a degree. I have a master's degree. But I got my master's degree in clinical psychology like way back in 2016. So yeah, but that degree did not help me whatsoever, like transitioning into the tech industry, because it's psychology. You know what I mean? Being a marriage and family therapist, like that has nothing to do with tech. Like, yeah, like there's people who were doing way better than me that all they had was a high school diploma, but it's because they had experience in tech. Like, so really it's your experience and like what you know and how well you apply like the material that you learn in the course. And so, you know, anybody is going to, you know, do better when they actually have experience within the industry. And yeah, if they apply themselves and, compared to somebody, even if you have a master's degree, it's like, it don't matter. That doesn't mean you're going to do a better job, you know? So yeah, that degree didn't help me whatsoever, but that is the career, that I was doing before I chose to break into tech. Let's see. Somebody said, I want to get away from my family so bad, but I'm literally broke and lost my car. I'm starting over. Dang. From ground zero. I feel that. I've been, I don't want to say in a similar place, but everybody's stories are different, but I've definitely been in a place of struggling. So I feel you. And I think, like you said, starting over, sometimes we have to do that, Sometimes we need to start over and just, I guess when it's like, man, I'm just fed up and I'm ready to I'm looking for a change. Like if it is finances, and like you said, okay, you're trying to get away from family, lost your car. Like money isn't everything, but it is a lot. It's almost everything. You know what I mean? Or more so, I should say, it's almost everything because of what it can do with the people around you and with your own goals. You know what I mean? Like losing your car and dealing with other issues, like it could really be stressful. So if you think prioritizing this is going to be beneficial for your life and is going to be helpful, then I would say, look, focus, buckle down, and be like, I'm going to do this and start over, career change, and make this money and change the things that I'm change the things that I'm tired of going through, Like that's what I did. I was able to get a new car. I was able to get my own apartment, in a good area, and I can afford my rent. I'm not living paycheck to paycheck. I'm not stressed out. And surprisingly, it made a lot of things better, like just for me in my life, like especially with my mental health. Because when you're stressed out behind bills and you in survival mode, it's like everything is irritating around you. It's like, at least get rid of the financial worry and then deal with the rest of life, if that makes sense. Okay, let's see. Somebody said, let's see. Any resume tips? Looks like your formatting and keywords helped. Any resume tips? Yeah, I would say well, let me see. Let me think first. Because I have a resume template that I could, that I give people when I work with people in like my coaching calls and consultations. But I would say, if I had to just give some tips, when you're putting your job history, I would say to make sure you are including measurable, like metrics that are related to the job description that you're looking to have, looking to have. So like, for example, me working as a marriage and family therapist back when I was doing, in clinical psychology, it's like, I would say something on my resume like, provided individual and group therapy to 100 plus clients a week. And then it's like, and then kind of say like, and how does that, like, why does that matter? But you see how I put 100 plus clients, like that's metrics. That's something that, something that jobs, like they care about. They want to see like, oh, this person knew how to manage a caseload, a 100 client plus caseload, or something like, oh, this person knew how to manage a caseload. Because it's like, as an SDR in tech sales, you have to manage clients, different businesses you're reaching out to in the CRM, like keeping track. When you reach out to people and do your outreach, it's like people are responding like, okay, this is the history of what they said. You're like having to navigate relationships, building rapport with clients. Like, you can mention stuff like that. Maybe you worked at Amazon warehouse. It's like loaded 100 plus boxes onto truck, resulting in, what is the result? Why does that matter? Resulting in being the, fastest working whatever on my team. Like maybe mention like a reward that you got or something like that. But you definitely want to provide numbers. Like, don't just say what you did, like loaded boxes onto a truck. Like, okay, how many boxes? Why does that matter? Like, did you like mention the words like I worked efficiently and effectively loaded 100 plus boxes? Like, you know what I mean? Like, they want to know that you did this, efficiently and effectively. And they want to see the numbers because then they can calculate like, oh, they were able to get this done and these are the results of that. So you want to give them something that they can measure. So, all right, let's see. Someone said, let's see. What was your job prior to the change? I was in the mental health field, so I was in clinical psychology as a marriage and family therapist and left to break into tech. How was your job search? Let me move this thing. It's annoying. Okay, here we go. How was your job search? How long did it take to land a job? So, how long did it take to land a job? So, I feel like I've explained this like 1,000 times. Like, I have the dates like memorized. So, last summer, I did course careers, which is, like I keep saying, it's the link in my bio. And you'll see course careers. This is the course that I took that prepared me to be educated and got everything set up for me, resume, LinkedIn, all that, to break into the tech industry. So I did the course last June 2nd, finished the course July 6th, but I was out here in Texas at the time on vacation, basically. So I kind of took like 3 months off, and I didn't even start applying to jobs until October. And so in October, I started applying to jobs, and basically one of the interviews I had with the company, 2 interviews I had with 2 different companies, I did not get those jobs. And then I interviewed with a company, and they offered me $75,000 a year. And then my start date was November 1st. So, yeah, in my job search, I did that on LinkedIn, and I just, type in sales development representative, and yeah, like all these different jobs popped up, and I kind of brought this method up last time where it was like I was doing mass applying, but then also doing strategic applying, where I was just doing apply with LinkedIn profile, or apply with LinkedIn resume or whatever, like with a whole bunch of companies. And then I was like, okay, let me take like 5 companies that I really like and really take my time and apply to those. Like, meaning I'm going to apply to them. I'm going to connect with the manager. I'm going to interact with their posts on LinkedIn. I'm going to so I also took that approach, trying to stand out. And so, yeah. Okay, let's see. Do you think 100K minimum income is enough to thrive in Ontario and get a studio? Oh yeah, that's enough. For sure. Somebody said, I have AM experience 5 years, but not getting calls back. AM, that's an account manager. 4,000 applications sent. Okay. I would say maybe try to see it has to be something. Because if you're meeting all the requirements, and you are qualified, my question is, where are you applying? Are you applying on LinkedIn? What does your LinkedIn look like? Do you check those little details? Do you have 500 plus connections on LinkedIn? Are you active on LinkedIn? When you apply, are you just applying? Are you applying and then interacting with the company's employees and the hiring manager? Are you sending out emails to them, maybe every few days, so they see your name? Are you demonstrating and displaying any kind of knowledge in the field through what you're posting on LinkedIn, different posts, maybe videos? Be creative. You can send a Vidyard. I spoke on this yesterday. You can, if you go to vidyard.com, It is basically where you can send an email to somebody, but your video will be on the screen with their website in your background so that you can stand out and send them that email and be like, hey, my name is so-and-so, like, just applied. I'm looking forward to, like, you know, interviewing with you guys and working for the company. Oh, I noticed you guys did XYZ, or you guys just started XYZ. Like, and they're going to be like, oh, wow, this person's really, like, they sent us a video and like, oh, our website's in the back, and they're moving through our website. Like, it looks different. It looks like, you know, you're doing something that other people probably aren't doing. And so the goal is you want them to see your name as much as possible. You want to be reaching out to them, doing outreach to them, really trying to sell yourself. Like the same way as an SDR, you're trying to sell a product. Like, so you do follow-up emails and all that kind of stuff, and send them info about the product, and maybe send them a video about the product, send them XYZ about the product. It's like, well, you want to do the same thing with yourself. You want them to see your name and see you and stand out to these other applicants. My shirt keeps falling down. Okay, here we go. I need to stand up. Can I aim this back? Hold on, y'all. Okay, let's do this like this. This is so much better. I'm tired of leaning forward, trying to navigate this thing. There we go. Okay. This angle is so much better, even though you can see my double chins. Okay. Let's see. Where do we leave off? Somebody said, add quantifiable data points. Yes, Tech Recruiter. Okay. There we go. Hey, listen to her. Listen to Kelly. Okay, let's see. Someone said, shoot, I had the most awards in my whole call center for my health insurance company. See, that's the kind of stuff you put on a resume. That's the kind of stuff. Let me aim this. There we go. That's the kind of stuff you want to mention. All right. All right, somebody said, what section in tech was tech sales as a business development representative, sales development representative. You are like the front lines of the company. You are selling the company's technology to other businesses. So that's the vertical, I guess is the correct term, I think. Let's see. Do you mute the mic when you pass gas on a Zoom call? I don't pass gas on a Zoom call. I could hold it. All right, let's see. When it comes to sales, do you feel like you are able to talk with professionals in various fields? Yes, because, how do I say this? I guess it's like a strategy. Like it's really about like knowing your product well, and having the skill of identifying pain points, knowing the right questions to ask. Because even if they are saying stuff that is way above your knowledge, your level of knowledge, and you don't even know what they're talking about, you can be like, okay, yeah, you know, like, or you can ask questions where you're just kind of like, you can ask them to help you understand that. And then once, you know, they explain something, it's just like, oh, okay, yeah, so do you feel like that's like affecting XYZ? You go back to what you know. You know what I mean? Like, go back to what you know. You know the product well. You know what the pain points are. Like, so it doesn't matter what did you say? Talk with professionals in various fields. Like, yeah, like if you have the skills to sell, like, and you know your product well, and you know what your product solves for, and you know what a variety of different pains look like, you can talk to these professionals because in their eyes, you are the expert. So you ask direct questions. You know what I mean? Like, yes, you want to listen. You listen to hear their story. You let them talk, but you're just listening for what you're familiar with. You're listening for the pain points. You know, it's, of course, everything that they're saying, like, you can take note of that and all that, but you're listening for what the pain points are. And so when you identify those, it's like, got it. Okay. So, and then that's when you provide what the solution could look like. You want to turn like these, you know, kind of implied needs into like more explicit needs, and, you know, paint that picture for them to see if they would be interested in meeting with you again, maybe doing a demo of the platform with the account executive. So, yeah, and then you just move forward from there. Let's see. When it comes to your position, is the job unexpectedly expected? Like, are you able to learn a lot? Yeah, you learn a lot. You for sure learn a lot. And there's always opportunities for different trainings. Yeah, but I think once you get like a once you get a grasp of the job, you get in a rhythm. You know, like there is a point where you grasp it and you get it. It's not like you're just constantly like learning something new all the time. Like your role is doing research, doing outreach, discovering if they're a good fit, handing them over to your account executive where they will do the demonstration and negotiate the contracts and close the deals. But yeah, you do your job, and if you do want to like, I don't know, get better at cold calling, for example, or run BANT qualification better and more smooth, or you know, there's always opportunities for growth and for learning. So, do you think you are in your 50s? If you're in your 50s, is it too late to start course careers and apply in tech? Oh no, not at all. Not at all. There's a lot of people that are a variety of ages doing course careers, like as young as 16, 17 years old, and yeah, definitely as old as 50. What they care about, like, they just care about you knowing the job. And so my thing with the older folks, I should say, is you just want to make sure, like, I would say to pay attention to the different technology that you're probably going to have to be using. Like, how do you navigate Google Calendar? And Course Careers teaches you all this. And it's funny. I thought that was like the weakest part of the course or most irrelevant part of the course. But I'm like, Course Careers knew what they were doing. They knew they were going to get people signing up that were maybe in their 50s or 60s or whatever that aren't familiar with just how to use Gmail, how to use Zoom, how to start a Zoom meeting, you know, but there's a section in the course where they go through those things that to me, I was like, that's like second nature. Like, but you know, I think that'd probably be like the biggest thing for like the older folks, but definitely not too late for you. Like you can do it for sure. I've had consultations, like I've done coaching calls with people that age, you know, like just helping them to get started. So, and they've signed up for Course Careers. So, what did somebody say? Did your braces help with what? Okay, that must be like a freaking, you about to get blocked. Thank you. Okay, and you took, let me see. And you took a course. Yes, I took the technology sales course through Course Careers, which is the link in my bio. The link in my bio is my link tree. But if you click that link, it'll take you to all the other links. And the first link is Course Careers. And they have a free introduction course. So if you want to just, you know, sign up for one of the courses, they offer the technology sales course. That's what I did. They got the information technology course. They got the UI UX design course, the customer success course, sales engineering. I keep saying sales engineering, whatever. But they have those. And there's a free introduction course for all of those where you can just watch some videos. They answer all the frequently asked questions for you. What's the money looking like? What's your day-to-day going to look like? To give you an idea of what you're about to get into before you actually sign up and pay for the course. But my link gives you $50 off of the course. So, yeah. Someone said I'm trying to be a QA tester. Okay. All right. Somebody said I'm in help desk and feel like I can never be comfortable. There's so many new things all the time. Yeah, I've heard a lot of people say that in different career fields. Like, I've definitely felt like that as well. Like, where you feel like I've had jobs where I'm like, I don't ever feel like an expert. Like, I never feel like I got it, and I feel confident, and I feel like that's a terrible feeling. So I'm sorry you feel like that, because, yeah, that's sucks. And, you know, it's like there's an aspect where you're, like, always, you know, learning, but it's nice when you feel like I reached somewhere, though. Now I got it, like, and I can keep learning, you know, on the back end, but for the most part, I got it. Because it makes you feel good about yourself and confident. You feel like an expert, like you can give advice. And so I hope you to get to that point. Or if you decide, it looks like you say you're going to go to Course Careers. Yeah, because I mean, even with tech sales, like I feel, and I told myself that too. I was like, I want to be that person, you know, like I want to be professional. I want to be like, I don't want to just have a job and be like, I'm in tech sales and I'm kind of half doing it, and I'm just kind of like I've done jobs in the past where you don't really care like that. I'm like, no, I want to really own this. Like, I want to know what I'm talking about. I want to be able to help other people. I want to be able to move up and give advice if I need to. Like, I want to really understand what I'm doing. And so that's just a goal I set for myself. And yeah, I'm doing it. Let's see. Someone said, thank you. Very helpful. Let's see. Someone said, okay, thank you, very helpful. Don't read that. Yeah, you're probably talking about that one comment. Yeah, I don't know. People, unfortunately, it doesn't bother me whatsoever. I feel like, okay, hold on. I feel like if the job actually covers your bills and allows balance, it's easier to thrive. For sure. Yes. Yes, no doubt. Like, yeah, and I kind of spoke on that earlier, but it's like that is like a lot of people's worries and stress. So yeah, the money and the work-life balance. Money and the work-life balance. So crafty creation, you put course careers. I'm not sure what you're referring to, but yeah, course careers is the name of the tech boot camp or mini college that I went through to help me break into the tech industry, which is the link in my bio. Is course careers better than CompTIA? I'm not familiar with CompTIA. I've never heard of CompTIA. So yeah, I mean, people are welcome to do their research on that. And I know people who not went through CompTIA, but I know people who, broke into tech in other ways, but I can only speak on what I did, like I'm just that kind of person. Like I'm not going to recommend something that I can't say for myself. Like I did it. It works. You know what I mean? So, yeah. You said, okay, thank you. That was my question. Okay, cool. Okay. I just want to enjoy my life and hit my J in peace while being happy by job prospects. Yeah, no, I feel you. I feel you. Look, like I said, we only got one life to live on this earth. So I'm like, whatever's best for you, like, do it. If you feel like you need to make a career change, you feel like I'm tired of living paycheck to paycheck, like, then just go for it, Okay. Well, I'm probably going to end a little early. Not even early. I've been telling y'all I'm going to do this for 30 minutes and I end up being on here for like 2 hours. Somebody said, what's the next tattoo? I love your ink. Look, I'm going to be fully tatted. Look, I am nowhere near done. Okay. So this is a butterfly. This is my last name. And this is, right, the red ink you see is a snippet of a poem I wrote because I'm a spoken word artist, but it also matches with my life. And then I have this, and then I have a tattoo here, boom, on my stomach. I got one behind my ear, got my Jesus fish. And then, do I have any more? I think that's it. Oh, I have this one on my wrist right here. But yeah, and I'm nowhere near done. I'm about to get a whole sleeve. I just been busy. But okay. Someone said, wait, hold on. No worries. Thank you. Yeah, I love the job. I was in love. Like when I first got my offer letter for, when I first got my offer letter for that specific company, I was, beyond excited because it was a little different than most tech companies because we work with content creators. So it was just different working with content creators and like other influencers on like TikTok and, providing technology to them. So it was, just different than all the other companies I was applying to. So I really love that. Do you know any QA or someone cybersecurity? Manual QA. I don't, not personally. Yeah, not personally. But if you have like any questions or anything like that, I think what you can do is go to LinkedIn and then you can type in that job in the search bar and then click on people in the filter. And then it'll bring all these different people up who work in that industry. And then you can reach out to them on LinkedIn and just be like, hey, I'm looking to get into manual QA or cybersecurity or whatever. And then you can be like, if you don't mind me asking, like, what's your job? Like, what's the day-to-day look like? Like, ask them questions because that's the best way to network, especially if you're looking to get into that industry. But I don't know anybody personally in that specifically. I've been, just networking with a lot of people, mainly in tech sales, but even outside of tech sales. But yeah, I haven't gotten them yet. Somebody said, does Course Careers help you with finding a job? So they're partnered with different tech companies. And so they have partnered companies where when you finish the course, you can, like those companies that they're partnered with are like looking to hire their students. But of course they can't hire everybody. But those companies are basically, like I said, looking to hire their students. So they basically are giving Course Careers' students like first dibs when it comes to like people like applying to jobs and stuff like that. So, but honestly, that's still a limited pool. I would say, like just go on LinkedIn and like job search because there's thousands on thousands of tech companies that are always hiring all the time. Like you'll never be jobless. Even people be like, oh, what about layoffs? Layoffs be happening. Layoffs. And it's like, don't nobody care about layoffs because there's too many dang companies out here hiring. You know what I mean? It's like, yeah. So, and then when it comes to helping you with find a job, they help you get fully set up, preparing you to land a position from, educating you, but also making sure your resume is like on point, making sure, they provide a whole Discord family of people on the same career path as you so that you can, connect with people, practice with people, interview prep with people. They provide that community for you because, or else you'd have to find these people that are strangers on your own on LinkedIn, but they have a whole Discord family that you're a part of. And you can hit these people up and they want you to hit them up because they're like, I'm trying to land a position like you. You know what I mean? So, and they help you like optimize your LinkedIn. They give you the best information for that. They give you all the interview questions that you're going to get asked. They give you a whole list so that you can practice. Like they set you up. They make sure you are going to land a position. So, is it slow? Is it a slow year in tech sales? I don't think so. I think companies have their slow months or especially when it's like the top of the year because people just went through the holidays, people spending money, people don't really want to buy nothing. You know what I mean? So it's like, so you have your slow months and every company is different depending on the product. So it really just depends. But, I don't think you could say like a slow year. If you do mean like, is it a slow year, meaning like with hires, like people getting hired, then I wouldn't say so because I feel like I'm constantly getting notifications from people I've either worked with and coached to break into tech that are like, oh, hitting me up like, Juuna'e, like just want to let you know I landed a position and, just appreciate, our session we had or whatever, or people that I don't know and they're just posting on LinkedIn and I'm constantly seeing like, just got hired for my first role, officially broke into tech and all that kind of stuff. So I'm always getting messages like that and seeing that. So I don't think it's like slow. There's too many companies out here. Let's see. Okay. I'm going to end it right there so I could get off of here. Cause like I said, I'll be doing like 2 hours, but it is Friday. So this is going to be, I guess my last video until Monday. And when I get on here on Monday, I'm going to be in California. I'm going to be back home. I'm excited. Cause tomorrow, I leave tomorrow. I'm taking a train too. So it's going to take me a couple days to get back, to California. So, Yeah, but like I said, I will be going live Monday through Friday at, she said, Cali in the house. Yes, yes. Okay, we got some Cali family, some West Coast, in the chat. But yeah, so I'm gonna be going live Monday through Friday, at 7 p.m. Central, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. So, yeah, I'm about to enjoy this weekend and take a little break. And yeah, no problem. I appreciate you guys for being in here and just, asking your questions. And this is for y'all. You know what I mean? Like, I broke into tech. You know what? Like, I'm trying to help other people do it. So, thank you. Even though my pants are super wrinkled, this material, I swear, these pants, like, I was ironing for like 10 minutes straight without stopping, and the pants got wrinkled as soon as I sat down. You know, when you sit and your leg come up, or you sit and you make this angle, and these pants just be wrinkled. So I'm glad I'm only showing right here so you guys don't see the wrinkledness. It looks like they're not wrinkled when I'm like this close to the camera. But if I was to back up, y'all would be like, okay, you need to come back close to the camera. Somebody said got here late. Linen. I think that's what this is, because these kind of pants are so cute. They just be wrinkled. I'm just like, ugh. But yeah, somebody said got here late. So we just been talking about breaking into the tech industry and how I did that last year. Got my offer letter, $75,000 a year. Don't need a degree, no previous experience. And you can go through Course Careers, fully remote. You get to work from home. If you want more information, because I'm about to end this live, go to the link in my bio and go to Course Careers. So the link's in my bio. You'll see the first one says Course Careers. Go to that. And maybe you guys can do that this weekend. Think about your own life, the lives of cousins and family members and sisters and brothers and kids that you know, and go through the free introduction course. Check out the courses. See if it's a good fit for you and your life. Sometimes it could be a good fit, but it ain't the right timing. The link in my bio, it does give you a discount. It gives you $50 off of any course you choose. But yeah, maybe take this weekend to just go through the free introduction course and, yeah, see if, it's a good fit, and just get educated. Like, how much money would I be making? What would my day-to-day look like? Check out my YouTube channel. I make videos on that as well if you're interested in what the day-to-day looks like in tech sales. My YouTube channel button or icon is in my bio and my Instagram, so follow me. Yeah, follow me too, so we can just be friends. And, yeah, so that's it. I'm taking a break this weekend. But if you guys follow me on Instagram and stuff, like, even when I'm not going live and talking about tech, I'll be posting about other stuff in my life, like my niece and my nephews, and what I'm eating, random stuff. And so it'd be cool to connect with you guys on there outside of the professionalism stuff. You know what I mean? Like, so go ahead and follow me, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and yeah, I will see you guys on Monday. And I only got 2 out of 50 roses. I'm actually thankful, because I was going to have to sing. So, yeah, I'm glad I don't got to sing. But, all right, you guys, I will see you guys on Monday.